Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. Today we are working on story number 20 in my December Daily 2022 album, and we are working on the back of story number 19, which was my currently watching or my current movies of December. So I'm going to go ahead and pop this out because I will need to be adhering some paper to the back. And we will jump right in with what my plan is. So for story number 20, I am documenting what we did for my in-laws for Christmas. So the back of this is gonna kind of just be a filler. And funny enough, the reason that this story came to be the way that it is that I printed this photo out, but the way that I printed it, or the way that it was edited, did not print well, so I wanted to reprint it. And instead of tossing it, I decided to go ahead and just put this in my album. So essentially what I'm documenting today is earlier this month, I told my husband that I wanted him to let his parents know that one Saturday or Sunday this month, it ended up being a Sunday, I wanted them to meet us someplace all dressed up so I could take pictures of them with my kids. So that's what we did. We went out to like a little area and I took photos of them with all of the kids and a couple of them together and then a couple pictures of them by themselves. Just so that, you know, they had nice pictures with the kids and of each other, of themselves, together, all that stuff. And then for Christmas, I printed them out on my Epson printer and wrapped up some of my favorites. Hopefully it's also some of their favorites, but basically I printed 5x7s of each of them with each of the kids, and then I printed several 8x10 photos of them together, a photo of them together and then a photo of them with the kids. And I just thought that this was a really sweet gift, and I was really happy to be able to do that. So I wanted to kind of make a page for it in my album. So it's going to kind of look like this. So I'm going to use this as essentially a filler page, but it's also going to kind of tie in with the colors. And then I've got these two that I'm going to do back to back. And instead of adhering them back to back completely, I am going to make space in here for this card so that I can do any journaling about this, because I do want to write, and I feel like I'm going to end up writing quite a bit about this particular thing that we did. So I'm going to have this card placed in the middle of those two photos. I'll probably punch a hole in it and add a piece of ribbon. And then I'm just going to back this Christmas Stories 3x8 card with this Paislee Press Printable, just to kind of get rid of that white element on the back. And then this was also part of a Paislee Press Printable kit. I printed it on sticker paper, and I'm just going to go ahead and stick it right there. I will have to trim this down a little bit to make it centered and get rid of these holes. But yeah, that is my plan. I mentioned in a previous video that I won't be having any journaling on camera, just because I'm at this point just trying to get this album done so that I can put all my crap away. So that's what I'm doing. I'm just trying to power through and get everything in the planner, not the planner, in the binder, and then I'll just go through and do my journaling all at one time. So yeah, let's jump right into it. I'm going to go ahead and start with getting these two pages adhered together, because I will have to trim a little bit off of here and then repunch holes. So let's go ahead and dive right in. Alright, I also think that I am going to go ahead and pop this little quote here up on foam dots. All right, now moving on to the photos. Like I said, I'm going to adhere these back to back. I'm actually going to start with the journaling card first though, since I've got to trim that down, and I'll want to have that kind of measured out before I start adhering the photos, so I know specifically where I want everything to lie when I do my adhesives. Okay, I'm probably going to trim this down just a touch because it feels a little bit disproportionate now. Okay, so this is going to be my little card. And I want it to pop out just like that. Okay, then we'll get these adhered back to back. Okay, and then the last thing I need to do is find my date or my sticker. Here we go. I'm just going to place that right there. This is going to be a very simple spread. I don't, like, I just want the photos to be the main element on here. I don't want to add a whole bunch of extra embellishments just because I love these photos and I want them to speak for themselves. And that's going to be it. Actually, I might round these corners. And I just have to get, after that, the ribbon. Let me get that real quick. I think I'm going to stick with this ribbon. I feel like it'll match all of the greens that I've got going on in here. And then I'll use my tiny attacher to attach that down. And then I'll add all my journaling here. This is just going to be a cute piece of patterned paper. And then that is going to be it for today's spread. Does anybody else completely despise the way that glossy photo feels? Glossy photo paper? Because I hate it. I much prefer the feel of like a matte photo. Let me know in the comments if you are the same way or if it doesn't bother you at all. So here we go. Let's get this back in here. And then that is going to be story number 20. The gift that we got my in-laws for Christmas, which was a photo shoot and some printed photos. I love this. I think it came out so good, and I love all of the photos that we got with them and the kids. Anyways, that is all I have for today. Thank you so much for joining me, and I hope you have a great rest of your day. Bye.